were listening or watching Radio Afinju. The time is 10 a.m.
Ẹ bá mi pè o. Àfínjú. Kí lorúkọ rẹ̀? Àfínjú. Rédíò. Àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú. Lórí WhatsApp. Àfínjú. Instagram. Àfínjú. Facebook. Àfínjú. Lórí X. Àfínjú. Lórí YouTube. Àfínjú. Lórí TikTok. Àfínjú. Kí lorúkọ rẹ̀? Àfínjú. Ẹ bá mi pè o. Àfínjú. Rédíò. Àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń wo àfínjú. Rédíò àfínjú. Rédíò àfínjú. Rédíò àfínjú.
Are you feeling lost when you look at your account? Are you tired of pretending you know where all your money goes? Financial freedom is closer than you think, and your money questions are about to get real answers. Join Pal Durotoye and Omokorede Agiri as we break down complex financial concepts, one conversation at a time. Tune in to Understanding Finance, where we simplify financial jargon and give you the knowledge to finally take control of your money. From savings strategies to investment moves, get clarity and confidence when you join Understanding Finance every Monday, 10 to 11 a.m. on Radio Afinju. Stop guessing and start knowing. Understanding Finance, your weekly guide to a wealthier future.
Good morning. You're welcome once again to Understanding Finance here on Radio Afinju, where every Monday we discuss the basics of personal finance and break down complex financial terms, all but to give you a better financial future. My name is Durotoye, and together this morning alongside Omokorede Agiri, we will be demystifying the world of finance, one conversation at a time, giving you the confidence to take control of your financial future. To join the conversation, you can follow Radio Afinju on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, X, all at Radio Afinju. You can also check us out on our website and listen to our audio stream at www.afinjufm.com, or go to Zeno Radio or radio.garden, search for Afinju, and you will find us there. Everything you need to know about your finances, about your money, about your savings, where all your money is going. Not at the end of the month you start wondering what you did with all that money you had in your account at the beginning. Here we are simplifying it all, breaking down financial terms that you may or may not already know, so that you can make more informed financial decisions. I welcome you to the show this morning, and like I said earlier, I don't do this alone. I have with me this morning my co-anchor Omokorede Agiri. Good morning to you.
Hey there, good morning. How are you?
Fine. How was your weekend? I hope you had a great one.
It's splendid. Thank you.
All right, good to have you here on the show once again. Last week we talked about corporate finance, although we were not able to fully cover the breadth of it all. I believe that this morning we're still going to just round off that particular topic before we go into what we have for you this morning. So let's talk about the final bout of the corporate finance that we were discussing last week. I believe we left off somewhere. So where do we continue from there?
Oh, yeah. Good morning, everyone. I want to believe you all had a blissful, blessed, and fantastic weekend. You're welcome to your program, Understanding Finance, airing on Radio Afenjo, the station, with an impeccable dimension to broadcasting.
Yes.
I am Omokorede Agiri, as presented by my main uncle, the Radio Gem. Thank you. Last week, we discussed some few features of what a corporate finance is. All these organizations that you see that are listed on the CAC. When you say you want to register a company, we've discussed it before that
Yes.
there are four major types of company you can actually register. One is a business name, two is a limited, three is something relating to NGO, and the fourth one is public and liability company. Now, if you want to have a recap of, what we discussed, you can visit our website and then type
or just go
Understanding
to our
Finance.
social media page.
Yes. So you can pick those ones there.
Yes.
Now, like I said last week, we talked about the composition of share capital in a regular company, what you expected to know, where we talked about ordinary share capital, ordinary shareholders, and the preference shareholders. We also, where we break down what authorized share capital is, the paid up, the issued, the bonus issue. And then we quickly, touch something on preference shareholders, the redeemable, the irredeemable, and all those things. In order not to take your time too much, let me go to what NDIC is all about. We'll be talking about NDIC and Money Market Mutual Fund.
Okay.
Yeah. Money market. Why NDIC and why Money Market Mutual Fund? All those deposits, your regular savings in your bank accounts, what happens to it? In the event of something unplanned for happened.
Emergency.
Yeah, the emergency. Yeah, what is NDIC? It stands for. It's a corporate arm of the government that ensures the money, your saved, your deposits in your bank, all those money, the small money that you put there. It's a guarantee that your money is duly catered for by the government. So NDIC, it's an acronym for Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation. Like I told you, it's an independent agency of the Nigerian federal government, and its main purpose is to protect your deposits, in all the commercial banks. I repeat, all commercial banks, not fintech apps,
Okay.
not the regular apps that you guys use out there. I know this fintech app, it makes my transfer to be faster. I love their services. NDIC, the level of insurance that they have on that is quite different from what they have with on the regular commercial bank. So, for example, if a bank is licensed by CBN, NDIC has the power to, help liquidate or resolve issues that you have when such commercial banks eventually, decide to merge.
Okay.
Or fold up, whatever the case may be, or acquire, absorbed into another organization. So, and then, like I said, I said MMMF, Money Market Mutual Fund. Yeah, the Money Market Mutual Fund is an investment product, and in Nigeria, it's a type of it's a mutual fund that pools investors' money and invests it in short-term, low-risk financial instruments. Short-term, something within a span of 3 months, maximum 6 months. And what are those instruments? We talk about treasury bills, the commercial papers, bank deposits. Now, it has some key features, which is higher returns than typical savings account, but still very, very conservative. Besides that, I don't think this is quite popular amongst we low income earners, in the sense that the kind of exposure that we have when it comes to money, if very few of us know what they deal in. And I have about 3 or 4 examples of these money market mutual funds. Number one is Stanbic. I hope this is not an advert.
Well, I hope not. Maybe you can just.
So, the.
Maybe you can just talk about it.
Stanbic IBTC Money Market Fund. Then we have a Legacy Money Market Fund. Then we have a GT Money Market Fund, as well as ARM. That ARM is it's a pension fund administrator. All the deductions in your salary, that is being pulled together into the coffers of the pension fund administrators. What are they doing with it? They pick it up, for like few months back now. Throughout this year, I've been monitoring how my pension fund administrator, they've been giving me a consistent, over a period of 3 months, they're giving me something in return for my for the deposit I have with them.
Okay.
You understand? So, and now I was wondering how were they able to, it's not increasing and it's not reducing, but it's something that is quite constant. So, all these pension fund administrators, they go, for short-term investment, and whatever they see on your money, they'll give you something back on it. So, the Stanbic Money there was the IBTC Money Market Fund was launched in February 2010, and it invests 100% in money market instrument. Now, let's quickly we're talking about the short-term investment that they invest in. We talk about treasury bills, the commercial papers, and the bank deposits. Now, what are treasury bills? Treasury bills. Treasury bills, is a document that is issued by the federal government of Nigeria, to raise short-term funds for its operation. Short-term funds, it spans between, though their short-term fund, extends to a year, but no more than a year. For a period of 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. Now, how this operates is, let's say, for example, they have segregated the lots.
They're segregated.
They are segregated the lot in the sense that they will. Let's say you are investing 100,000 naira, in the treasury bills now.
Okay.
Now the treasury bills is they are not going to sell it. They are not going. You are going to buy the 100,000 naira, 1,000 naira. Now the commercial term papers. The commercial term papers is just like the treasury bills. But it's the exact opposite of what the government is issuing. The commercial one is being issued by, corporate organizations. They also, they issue it to you at a discount. Now, where the difference between the two is that the government bill is much more than, secure than the commercial papers. Why? Because government is continual. Government
Yeah.
cannot fold up.
True.
Government cannot liquidate. But the commercial papers are actually being issued, to fund the working capital requirements of an organization. Now, if within that period, God forbid, the commercial bank may fold up.
Fold up, yeah.
Yeah, may fold up. And in the event of that, of course, you will be your whatever commitment that you have with them, you're going to be settled. But it depends on whether that fund is also insured. Now, the third one, which is the bank deposits, are the regular deposits, whether it's savings, whether it's current, and whether it's term deposit, like all these fixed deposits that you normally do with the banks. So those are the short-term instruments that the MMFs use your money to trade in. Now, we have to just go back to the fact that NDIC insures your money that is in a regular commercial bank. Now, let's quickly take a look at something. Sometimes during the week, I was opportune to speak with one madam. She's a roadside seller.
Okay.
And she was talking about she has some money in all these fintech apps, and that she was now asking me that is her money safe. I said, Mama, I can temporarily I shall take steps to assure her that her money is safe, which brings me to why we have to discuss this. The NDIC and money market mutual fund. So now when you have money in the banks, and then, like I said, there is whether there is an absorption or margin, or that bank eventually folding up, your deposit is insured to the tune of maximum of 5 million naira, provided your deposit is much more than 5 million naira in the bank. That means that if you're having let's say 10 million naira in the bank, and the bank eventually fold up, you will get at least 5 million naira back. Not you that you are having less than 5 million naira, expecting to be settled with that for 5 million. So the difference, the part of why you have to understand that it's better. There are instances where you have to just try to take the bull by the horn, get accustomed with what is happening in the financial world, and make decision on the kind of investment that you want to go into. Now, those little money that is lying idly in the bank, rather than for you to just let it lie idle, let's source for information from you.
Okay.
What bills, what kind of investment do you think you can go into that money will still be yielding, profits for you? So there are three categories that you have to understand when it comes to NDIC and this thing. The commercial banks, have talked about that. Then the microfinance bank and the fintechs. The general one, the commercial banks. All these banks that you see out there that has branches, everywhere. On this, that have branches almost everywhere, almost every nooks and crannies of the country. They are licensed deposit-taking institutions, and the NDIC, like I told you, insures up to 5 million naira per depositor. It means that if the bank collapses today, you get up to 5 million naira back. Then the microfinance and the fintechs, they are equally licensed, but their license is mobile money, operators or microfinance banks. They don't hold your money directly. They keep it in pooled accounts inside a commercial bank. Yes, they pull it inside the commercial. They don't hold your money physically. They have to just go through all these microfinance banks. They have something they call like a mother bank.
Yes.
Like, let's say, for example, there is a microfinance bank along that's Olaya side. There's one microfinance bank. Now, he's not housing your money directly there. He still has to consult one commercial bank. That is where they're going to be pulling their deposit and dropping it back there. So they don't hold the money directly. They just keep it in pooled accounts. And of course, NDIC also insures them. But the truth is they don't. The fintech apps, if they shut down, NDIC will refund through the
commercial bank.
Yeah, the commercial bank, and it will take a lot of time before you can actually get your, whatever compensation they want to give you.
Yeah.
So now the thing is, being someone who don't know where and where to put your money into, I have to tell you that the rich don't only save money. They study where money sleeps. Yeah. They study where money sleeps and they tap into it. They study where money is, they tap into it. That's why the rich never put all their money in one place, not even in banks.
Right.
Yeah, they don't put all the money. They spread it across saved instruments.
ventures,
Yeah,
yeah.
NDIC insured banks, the money market mutual fund, treasury bills, as well as equity-based investment. Yeah, when you put your money in bank or fintech, NDIC insures it against loss caused by failure of that institution. Yeah, and then I was talking about the NDIC and money market mutual fund. So the difference between the two is that when your money is in the commercial bank, you can be rest assured that your money is safe. But when your money in the money market mutual fund is not insured, but it's secured by the fact that the fund invested in short-term government security bonds and safe instruments.
But quickly, but before we go on, I just want to ask, because you said something that, like if a commercial bank were to fold up, your money is insured to the tune of 5 million. If you have money more than 5 million naira, you can get at least 5 million of your deposits back if a commercial bank should fold up. Does that mean for people who have less than that, they do not get any sort of compensation at all?
They do. Now here is the technical angle to it. Now, there is a way in accounting. There's a way we they rationalize whatever loss that bank makes.
Okay.
Now let's assume that they insured your deposit to the tune of 5 million at least. Now the thing is, it doesn't. Now when you have somebody who has around 10 million being insured to the tune of 3.5, okay. I said 5 million.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to get the whole of that 5 million.
Okay.
Now it now depends on the kind of whatever is available. They will now rationalize it. Now for someone who has like 10 million being repaid back like 3.5, that means that if you're having like 20,000, they are going to rationalize it. They put it in like a ratio.
Yeah.
Share you get. So that loss will have to be somehow spread in such a way that the impact will not be too much on the depositors. The impact won't be too much on the depositors.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so now I think we should go back to money market mutual funds. You were saying something on that.
Yes. Yeah, money market mutual fund. their major the major operation is just to make sure that all those idle funds. Why do I call it idle funds? Of course, it's not useful to you. You just deposit with them, and then they'll just tap into it. Something funny happened last week. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I was in one of these FRA agency offices, and then one cooperative society, something like a cooperative society, they came to that office to, put up, one or two complaints, and then now I was able to eavesdrop into their requirements back then. Yeah, the office is a Federal Inland Revenue Service. So they were actually they wanted to register for their TIN. Now they approach a particular bank that they want to open an account with them. You know what the bank did? Yeah. The bank just collected the money from them. They said they have opened the account for them. Now, having collected the money, they are now asking for other, requirements for them to be able to withdraw money. Withdraw the money they've just deposited. Do you understand? Now, part of that requirement was that they were asked to go and, bring in their TIN, yeah, and then probably the JTB captioning and all of those things. Now, the thing is, when they wanted to open the account, they registered as a cooperative society in one of the local governments. So that certificate that was given to them was what they presented at the bank. And the bankers know that it is not acceptable in the banking world, in the banking industry. But what they just did was that, you people have money, bring it. So you people have money, bring it. No, having collected the money, they just came up with other conditions that they have to meet up and all those things. The man was like, okay, let me go to FRS office. They will be able to do for me there and all those things. Now, when the man got there, they were like, he now presented that certificate. When the moment I saw the certificate, I was like, They now advised him that, sir, you have to go to CAC, register properly. Once you are given certificate, you can now bring the certificate over to FRS office and they do the capturing for them for TIN. Now look at the process they are going through before they can start withdrawing their money.
The same process they bypass.
Exactly. No, not really.
Well, it wasn't required at that point.
As at that period that we were discussing, I think their money are spent over 6 weeks with the bank. They drop it there, they can't have access to it, and then the bank started coming up with so many things and all those things. So by and large, I was privileged to that information, and I had to just take one or two advice, but if right there and then I had to introduce the man to somebody who is going to help him to do the CAC, the CAC registering and registration and all those things. That my Mr. Man, if you want your issue to be quickly resolved, please go through this person. So you can imagine a couple of issues that come up like that. You having money and then you don't know where to put it, or you don't have the right information how to go about many things. I think it is high time we started, keeping abreast of what is happening in the financial world.
That's why we have shows like this.
Yes. So that is just by the way. So the money market, like I was saying now, that money that has been sitting in the account, the bank will have used it, over time, and then make some quick money before those people has access back to it. So that is one of the gimmicks. That is, you have to. There's this balance in your work. Yeah, you don't just because you have money, you feel it's safe in the bank. Of course, it might be there for you. You might feel that it's a call deposit. That is, whenever you need it, you can actually call for it and all those things. But it's not paying. Look for all these short-term investments, short-term deposit, and all this. probably invest in it and make some returns on it.
Okay. I think right about now we'll have to go on a break, and when we'll come back, the conversation still continues on understanding finance. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Life no get duplicate.
Na so ẹ̀mí ò láàárọ̀ o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Tẹ́ jẹ́jẹ́ o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o. Make you take am easy.
Na so o.
Radio Afinju says if you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink.
Tẹ́ jẹ́jẹ́ o.
Make you take am easy.
Na so o.
This awareness is brought to you by Radio Afinju.
Do you have something that is kept or meant to be kept unknown? This is where secrets are reviewed and desires are uncovered. Welcome to your safe space, Whispers in the Dark, with me, Spicy Honey Drops, and my radio bull, Classic. With 2 amazing segments, you are assured of a smooth ride.
Do you have a secret you've been afraid to reveal? Confession Night is where you pour out your heart desires, fears, and secrets. Are you ready to ignite the spark in your love life?
On Bedroom Blaze, we explore the art of intimacy, passion, and connection to help you create a more fulfilling and satisfying love life. Right here on Radio Afinju. Join us every Monday, 10 to 11 p.m.
And Wednesday, 9 to 10 p.m. Let's relive the excitement of finding true love, sending special messages to your partner and friends, live on air.
From the shadows to the spotlight. Let's explore the human experience in all its complexity. Stay glued to Whispers in the Dark on Radio Afinju with Spicy Honey Drops for a journey that will leave you breathless.
For an ultimate entertainment experience. An all-round gist with your Spicy Honey Drops. Don't miss the fun, excitement, and updates on Afinju Arena. Only on Radio Afinju.
Apology for waiting, say don't play, or you will learn.
Ìpèníjà pọ̀ láwùjọ, aráàlú ń pàráàrò, wọ́n ń fojú sọ́nà fún ìdàgbàsókè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ olóṣèlú náà ń pé adìyẹ ń làágùn, ìyẹ́ ni ò jẹ́ àrí. Ó wá di dandan ká mójú ajé kò ní sọ, ká ṣàkójọ àwọn ìpèníjà tí ń bẹ láwùjọ, ká tẹ́ pẹpẹ rẹ̀ fáwọn adarí ìjọba kí wọ́n sì sọ ìgbésẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń gbé láti wá ojútùú sí wọn. Èyí ló bí ètò Gbàgede Ọ̀rọ̀. Lórí rédíò Àfinjú, Gbàgede Ọ̀rọ̀ ni ó máa ṣe ìfọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ láàrin ará ìlú àtàwọn adarí ìjọba. Lórí ètò yìí, a ó máa ṣàtúpalẹ̀ àwọn ìpèníjà àwùjọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la sì máa fọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ìkàn ìjọba tọ́rọ̀ kàn láti lè mú ìtẹ̀síwájú bá àwùjọ wa. Adédayọ̀ Dẹ́rínú, ọmọ wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ kò jọmọ ó nù, ni ó máa tọ́kùn ètò. Ẹ lè wo rédíò Àfinjú lórí àwọn àtẹ ayélujára Facebook àti YouTube. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ sì lè gbọ́ wa lórí Radio Garden. Rédíò Àfinjú, ìlànà ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tí ò lábàwọ́n. Gbàgede Ọ̀rọ̀, ètò tó ń yànnàná ohun tó rújú láàrin ará ìlú àtijọba. Kò ṣeé má gbọ́ ni ẹ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Gbàgede Ọ̀rọ̀.
Do you enjoy exploring new stories, meeting great authors, and diving into the world of literature? Are you aware that a reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies? The Book Club on Radio Afinju is a safe place for book lovers like you, the radio show that brings books to life. Join us as we review exciting books, interview amazing authors, and connect with fellow book enthusiasts just like you. Whether it's fiction, self-development, history, or poetry, we've got something for everyone. Don't just read, experience books in a whole new way. Catch the book club with Bukola Karim, The Books, where we analyze new books by different authors, exploring the themes, characters, and plot twists that make reading so unforgettable. From fiction to non-fiction, classics to contemporary bestsellers, we'll cover it all. Join us on the book club every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. on Radio Afinju. Share your thoughts and hear from fellow book lovers. Watch us live and follow Radio Afinju on Facebook and YouTube so you don't miss out. The Book Club. Let's turn the pages together.
When heavy rain begin fall and plenty water full everywhere,
dey alert my people. Shine your eyes as e dey happen for other places. E fit reach your side.
Má ṣe da ìdọ̀tí sójú àgbàrá. Gbé ilẹ̀ rẹ fún àwọn ọkọ̀ akólẹ̀.
No go put yourself for danger dey waka for flooded roads.
Gbọ́ o, ǹjẹ́ tó bá rí ẹnikẹ́ni tó hùwà tó lòdì sí òfin àmójútó ìdọ̀tí àti ẹ̀gbin, ẹ fi tó àwọn aláṣẹ létí. Report to the nearest authorities.
Má ṣe da ìdọ̀tí sójú àgbàrá.
Ìlera lọ́rọ̀. This awareness is brought to you by Radio Afinju.
And you're welcome back to the show. It's still Understanding Finance on Radio Afinjo. Before we continue with the conversation, a quick hello to our Facebook audience. I can see Abiola Bolu Atefe with the hearts. Thanks for joining the show this morning, Abiola. It's good to have you here. We are still talking about the Nigeria Deposit Insurance Company and the money market mutual funds with Mr. Aguirre, and right about now we will be discussing the features and the comparison. What's the difference between the NDIC and the MMMF, right?
Yes.
All right then.
Yeah, from what we discussed so far, I think there are about 4 or 5 key features that segregates the two. That is NDIC and MMMF. Yeah. NDIC is a government agency, for deposit insurance and bank resolution, whereas an MMMF is an investment product. That is, they pool your money together into short-term instruments, offered by the asset who are the asset managers, the investors. They actually pool money. You are they pull money from you, they invest it elsewhere. So, where they're putting that money into, they're called the asset managers. And the purpose of NDIC is to make sure that your deposits are safe, and they maintain, bank sanity, and system stability. Whereas the MMF, they provide relatively safe returns and liquidity for investors, and the capital preservation, what they are bringing out to invest, how they make sure that there is, there's return on it, and the capital base is well preserved. Then something you need to know as a like a role as a customer is, you are a depositor in a bank, and NDIC protects your, deposits. They make sure by ensuring that money that you put there. And then, as an MMF investor, your hope for returns. You are an investor in the fund, and your hope for returns. You bear some risk as well, and you can withdraw under the fund rules. Then the risk profile. The risk profile, you have a very low risk for insured deposits as long as you stay within the insured institution. What are the insured institution? The commercial banks, and the insured deposits scheme limits. Yeah, because when issues like what do they mean by the deposit scheme limit? If it is within the scope that is regulated by the NDIC, and then, like I told you, all the commercial banks in the in the country are under NDIC. How do you know? The moment you are stepping into any commercial bank, there is going to be a disclaimer notice from NDIC, from SCUM, from certain, financial NFIU, some certain financial regulators. Yeah, they will clearly disclose it there. So that's why I said all the commercial banks. It's even a requirement before you can get a license from the CBN. The risk profile for the MMF, although the risk is low when you compare with equities, but not zero. Not zero. The funniest part is that if you are doing it by yourself, if someone is doing it for you, like the MF, if they are doing it for you, you won't even know. You just be seeing returns in your deposit. It will be reflecting with your deposit, but it's something you can actually pull out yourself and look where to put your money into. And how do you get to know about where to put your money into? Listen to radio, listen to program and all those things. You make sure that data that you use in, just doing unnecessary TikTok or whatever, delve deep into the financial world, source for information, and look for where to, invest your money into. And then the regulation, NDIC actually regulates under law, and it supervises and deals with failed banks. MMFs are regulated by the Security and Exchange Commission, and as well as the fund managers. They must follow rules about liquidity and disclosures. There is certain, maybe it's going to be a topic for another day. And what happens if the bank fails? NDIC steps in to pay the insured deposits up to the limits, and that of the MMF, the fund's underlying assets, they lose value. Your investment may dip in value. They may dip in value, and returns may fail, and there's no guarantee of the principal. So those are just the key features about what we discussed today.
I think that's where we should call it today. There maybe some other time we are going to talk more about, maybe you mentioned the Security Exchange Commission the other time. I think maybe on other episodes we are going to expand more on that. So that's where we will be rounding off the show today on Understanding Finance. We've discussed insurance by the Nigeria Deposit Insurance Company and the money market mutual funds. I hope you've learned something, and I hope that the knowledge that you've gotten from the show this morning is going to help you to make more informed financial decisions. You can join us again same time next week, 10 a.m. on Monday morning for another edition of Understanding Finance. You can also watch a recap of this show, this particular episode, on our Facebook page. If you go to Facebook, you will find Radio Afid. You can also watch us live on YouTube as well at Radio Afid. You can watch other shows and also our audio streams on our website or on Radio Garden. Just search for Radio Afinju and you will hear us crystal clear. Coming up next is Pakpa Afinju by 11 a.m. So do not change the